At midnight each day.
On Valentine's night.
Time as you know it freezes.
20 minutes past 10.
Keep up, Doctor.
Thinks we're going to smother her in her sleep.
I'm a grave digger, Doctor.
I was at home.
David is my husband.
All on my lonesome.
Stabbed him with a steak knife.
Nothing changes.
I'm a qualified angel of death.
When I'm dancing,
You get this day over and over.
Hilda.
I black out.
I don't think she's got long.
And Laurie just...
Naked on the beach.
Hannah.
Is that it for today?
Oops. Okay. So we're just finishing up day 2, and you might notice a little chatter because I just honestly couldn't wait to finish this. We're not finished. Keep playing this because I'm kind of obsessed, and I didn't want to have like skips in the VOD and be a total dick about that. So here we are. And I don't want to use hints for these guys, and I wish that I could get them. But maybe I'll think of something else. Let me see. Do you take pictures of other people?
I've got nothing.
Oh, wait. Was this him? No, that wasn't him. That was Bryce. I'm all out of sorts. The responses are... Let's see. Do you take pictures of other people?
I don't have anything to say to that.
Let me see if he has anything about the... let me see.
I don't have anything to say to that.
No. Let's see. Do you see anyone else looping?
Pass.
Pass. Cool. Pass. Thanks. Neato. Let's say you're an angel of death.
No.
That
That's not
is a question for
me.
you. You said it last time. Do you think you're an angel of death?
I don't know. Sorry.
I don't want to do hints. Let's see. Tell me about energy. Let's see. Ugh. I don't want to use hints. Okay, we're just gonna move on to the next day.
David hunts,
I can change my skin.
then skins.
Dr. Dekker dated his patients.
I had a hot date.
We went out for drinks.
I took photos of Jessica.
Dr. Dekker did
On
phone
Valentine's Day.
and ask me for Nathan's number.
There was a girl there.
Am I wrong to keep the locket?
I'm allowed to talk to her, aren't I?
He was preoccupied with finding
Photographs.
patterns.
Rocking chair.
I haven't been back to the beach since,
I had a bit of a shaky loop incident.
where I find something
I set fire
beautiful in the sea.
to Hannah's clothes in the garden.
I dug the grave.
I wish I'd said goodbye.
Dr. Dekker cursed me.
It didn't weigh enough to have a body in it.
God, they're all creepers.
Oh,
You
Doctor,
again.
you surprised me. Reminds me of Officer Yates.
The
Did I
fuck
ever
is-
mention I had a special friend in the police force? Nah, it's not something you drop politely into a conversation.
No, it is
He's been
not.
doing some digging and he's found a couple things. There's a crime scene report that goes into all the gory details and another report that's about a patient you're seeing
There's
today,
nothing in her coffee cup.
Claire. I'll put them both on the desk for you. And thanks for the grief counselling, by the way. It's really been helping, you know, I'm so glad you're here.
No, I don't want to hug. No. Okay. Thanks. That's an awfully long hug. Look, I am not like Dr. Dekker. I am not gonna freaking date you. Professor Warwick, he is new. Look, I want to go back to who is Yates.
I don't know anything about that.
Let's see. Do I have to do the whole thing? Who is Officer Yates?
Nope. Ask me another.
Who is your special friend?
No, that's not it.
Thank you. Fine, I'll start with Claire. You bitch. Actually, you know what? I want to start with Nathan. Hi, Nathan. Did you burn the photos? Like I
I
told
don't know
you to.
anything about that.
Okay. Fine, let's start with how are you?
I burned the photos of Hannah.
Oh my god.
It didn't work. I suppose because the loss was superficial. The next thing I burned was the rocking chair. That worked. I've been getting rid of her stuff ever since. There was a day when I attacked a Salvation Army bin, but I gave in.
A Salvation. Okay. Why did you attack Salvation Army bin?
I accidentally put Hannah's diary into a Salvation Army donation bin. They're like huge post boxes with a circular tray that makes sure things spill to the bottom. I tried to get in to get it back, but I gave up.
Okay. So let's see. What is in her diary?
I read the last few weeks of Hannah's diary a while ago. I must have accidentally dropped in some clothes for the Salvation Army bin. It's funny, because I wasn't going to read it. She said she'd fallen out of love with me.
I thought he burned
She was
her
going to
clothes.
break off the engagement. That she didn't love me anymore. I regretted it.
Okay, now I'm confused. I thought you burned Hannah's clothes.
You've asked me that already. No. Wait, maybe that was yesterday. I don't know, anyway.
You burned Hannah's clothes.
That doesn't mean anything to me.
No, it does. Why did you donate Hannah's clothes? Maybe?
I've got nothing to tell you.
I hate this. Did she break up with you?
Can we maybe not talk about Hannah anymore? And thanks for the dating advice, by the way.
Did you date?
I signed up for a dating website. It's a bit easy, to be honest. If I message something they don't like, I change it when the day replays. It's not very honest.
Okay, that's weird. But you do you. Let's see. Do they respond?
No, sorry.
You've gone on a date. Let's see. Do the girls respond?
That's not really relevant.
You're not really relevant. Okay.
I signed up for a dating website. It's a bit easy, to be honest.
Yeah, it is.
If I message something they don't like, I change it when the day replays. It's not very honest.
What isn't honest?
If I'm being honest, I'd probably rather ask out one of the patients I've seen here. The friendly redhead with the accent. not trying to hide anything. I just don't.
Let's see. The arrest report says Clara killed David. I've underlined some things to ask her about. I wonder if Bryce buried David. What happened with Ben? Ask patients about the paper spike. Too much to do today. That is too much to do. Okay. Why do you want to date the redhead? Okay, I guess I've asked all the questions. Okay, let's go back to what is in
I
her
read the
diary.
last few weeks of Hannah's diary a while ago. I must have accidentally dropped in some clothes for the Salvation Army bin. It's funny, because I wasn't going to read it. She said she'd fallen out of love with me. That she was going to break off the engagement.
Nothing there.
That she didn't love me anymore.
Nothing there.
I regretted it.
Okay. Why do you regret it?
I regretted that I mourned for Hannah so long. I regret the grief. I regret all the days I slept through because of it. Had I known she didn't love me anymore, things would have been different. I'm a bit angry now. If I had that day over again, I may just still pull out in front of the driver.
Jesus. Okay. Why are you angry?
Sorry.
Why did you sleep?
No.
What's you over?
No. I don't.
Oh my gosh, how do you want me to ask this? How many loops so far?
No. Sorry.
Oh my god. Is there anything here? Do you know about the paper spike?
I didn't notice Dr. Dekker had a paper spike. I haven't really seen more than a foot in front of me since Hannah died.
Let's see. How's work?
Sorry, drawing a blank.
What were the other notes here? Okay, I'm going to use a hint because maybe it's just me, but I feel like he's giving me nothing. What else can you tell me about Dekker? I guess I'm supposed to ask more about Dekker.
I've told
every
you
day.
all I know about Dr. Dekker. He started out good, then turned a bit crazy towards the end. When you start giving people more problems as a therapist, that's a bit crazy.
Let's see. What problems?
I started out with depression. Now I seem to repeat days. Even if you don't believe the repeat days, then I clearly have extra mental health problems that he's given me.
I do believe the repeat days.
I didn't want to believe him. I remember I said, you can't just say things and they happen. He laughed and laughed. I think he was going mad. He said he'd give me a demonstration.
Did he give you a demonstration?
He held his hand outstretched and told me to look at the flame. There was no flame, and then there was. He was holding a flame in his hand that had come out of nowhere. And he tried to hypnotize me to make me forget it.
Okay, did you forget it? I mean, I know you're telling me, but...
He'd become bored of me, so I got much of my insight from calls or messages he'd take during our sessions. I think because he hypnotized me, he didn't want to play with me anymore, so I got basic therapist.
Did you see the flame now?
I didn't forget seeing the flame. He wanted me to forget it all, but I didn't. For whatever reason, he couldn't undo what he'd done. I was scared. I pretended like the hypnosis had worked.
Did he plant thoughts in your head.
That's not really relevant.
This is literally what we're talking about right now. I think it's relevant. Maybe you should answer me. I am the therapist. Did you see a flame? How about I saw a flame? Okay, what am I missing in this one?
I didn't forget seeing the flame. He wanted me to forget it all, but I didn't. For whatever reason, he couldn't undo what he'd done. I was scared. I pretended like the hypnosis had worked.
Okay, were you scared?
I was scared what Dr. Dekker would do to me if he found out I still knew. So I had to play along, keep coming to the sessions, pretend I hadn't seen what he'd done. It was awful, because I was suffering through the same days over and over again, but I couldn't talk to him about it, because he'd know.
Is that when the loops started?
I don't know anything about that.
When did the loops start?
That doesn't mean anything.
Okay, I guess that I've gone through.
He'd become bored of me, so I got much of my insight from calls or messages he'd take during our sessions.
Calls?
I think because he hypnotized me, he didn't want to play with me anymore. So I got basic therapist.
Okay. How was basic therapist?
He told me lots of people get depression, to become more active, see more people. And although he wouldn't always be there to listen, Jaya would be.
Did you talk to Jaya?
Yeah, I talked to her quite a lot. I'm not sure how many days of that she'd remember. She seemed to care, which is more I can say for Dekker.
Let's see. Were the calls about?
I've got nothing to tell you.
Okay. Am I still missing something? Did Dekker do something else? Okay. Am I supposed to ask her? I should ask her. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. So let's talk to her. Tell me about Nathan.
I didn't really speak to Nathan that much at all, but I have this strange feeling that I know him really well. I can't quite put my finger on it.
Why do you feel like you know him?
I don't know.
How do you know Nathan? Why do you feel like you know Nathan really well? Oops. Oh no. Apparently, I did not bring my charging cord because I'm playing on laptop. So we are going to BRB. Okay. Seems like I brought my charging cord. Oh, god damn it. I'm still my mic was not muted. I muted the game. Welcome to my life. How are you doing? Apparently, I had brought my cord in, but then didn't plug it into the wall. I'm a dork. You're good. Good. I am on the struggle bus today. But other than that, I'm good too. So welcome in. I don't know how much you've seen, but Nathan is burned the rocking chair and apparently has been talking to Jaya or Jaya. Well, thank you. It's pretty good. But I'm just a dork. So, like, it's fine. I'm just being dumb. So yeah, here I'll replay her.
I didn't really speak to Nathan that much at all, but I have this strange feeling that I know him really well. I can't quite put my finger on it.
So he had said he was talking to Dr. Dekker, but he thinks Dekker got bored with him. And then that Dekker had implanted the looping days theory, whatever, into his mind, but then got bored. But he had been talking to Jaya, I can never pronounce her name, frequently instead of him. But now she's like, I hardly talk to him. So I guess that's an interesting response. So I kind of believe his looping theory and that Dekker had something to do with that.
I'm fine. I'm ready for my grief counselling. I emailed you Mariana's address. I don't know why you'd want it. I suppose you're going to start doing home visits now, like Dr. Dekker?
Do a lot of home visits?
Some mornings I come into work and still expect him to be here. Sometimes it feels like he actually is here, watching over me. We had a connection. It's gone now, though. You can't have a connection with the dead, can you? Not for too long, anyway.
Not for too long, question mark?
You're overthinking things. You don't need to ask me that.
What kind of connection?
Dr. Dekker asked me to have dinner with him for Valentine's. I refused, obviously, because you don't sleep where you eat or something like that. But it was flattering, especially with competition like Mariana around.
Oh, she was choice number 1. Let's see, why did you say no?
That's not something I know.
Let's see. Did he go out with Mariana? I wonder if she knows.
I have no idea what they did and when they did it. I'm happy to keep it that way too.
We can ask any question, can't we? Yes, we can. What would you like to ask? Let's see. Hold on while you do that. Is Dekker still here? Nope. Do you see Dekker now? Wait, we can ask any question.
Dr. Dekker asked me to have dinner with him for Valentine's. I refused, obviously, because you don't sleep where you eat or something like that. But it was flattering, especially with competition like Mariana around.
No, I got it. I got it. Yeah, I agree. We can ask any question we want. I'm your fucking therapist. Bitch. You do on Valentine's.
I was at home on my lonesome, Doctor, like I said before.
Can anyone confirm that?
Have you been taking notes in our session, Doctor? Perhaps you should check them?
Perhaps you should not be such a bitch. Did she like Dekker? Did you like Dekker? Why does it keep coming back to did Dekker do a lot of home visits? Did you talk to Dekker? How is your grief?
Grief is such a strange word if you
There.
keep saying it. Grief, grief, grief. It sounds like somebody's being whipped. And you're going to ask me how I feel today?
No, I don't want to. How do you feel today? I already did. Okay, what am I missing?
I'm fine. I'm ready for my grief counselling.
Got that.
I emailed you Mariana's address. I don't know why you'd want
Home
it.
visits.
I suppose you're going to start doing home visits now, like Dr.
Oh.
Dekker?
That's a separate thing. What is Mariana's address?
Doctor, if you don't want it, don't text me and ask for it. It's all right. I don't mind doing menial tasks for you. Someone has to do them.
Thank you.
That's a strange question to ask. Are you feeling all right, Doctor?
Let's see. Did she ever go to Dekker's house? Did you ever go to Dekker's house?
I don't know everything. I know most things, but not everything.
How is that something you don't know? How about did Dekker go to your house? Okay, what's in this? What kind of connection that I'm missing?
Dr. Dekker asked me to have dinner with him for Valentine's. I
Is it just
refused, obviously, because you don't sleep where you eat or something like that. But it was flattering, especially with competition like Mariana around.
Competition. Let's see. Why is Mariana competition?
Sorry, I didn't mean I was competing. I was happy Mariana was going out with him. I didn't want to be romantic with him. We had a stronger connection than that.
How is your connection stronger?
Dr. Dekker and I shared some philosophy. We'd both read The Cult of the Kinetic Mind, and we agreed with a lot of what it said. Have you read that book, Doctor?
No, I have not read.
In Cult of the Kinetic Mind, the author suggests that everyone is capable of psychokinesis and that the cult leaders specifically had these powers that turned their followers into disciples. It's not a fun read, but if you're into psychology, it's a blast.
What kind of competition? Well, she said that she didn't think that she was competing because they had this stronger connection. I want to see what kind of power do you have?
Have you been taking notes in our session?
Do you have a power?
I don't know.
Okay, what's in my notes, bitch? What do you want? What is psychokinesis? But I know what that is. Lazy.
Psychokinesis is the ability to change the physical world without actually touching it, just by using your mind. It's not just about bending spoons. It covers all sorts of things like telepathy, telekinesis, telesabalas. Shoot me, I'm a Kojak fan.
Okay, I will. What is telesavalas?
Nope. Ask me another.
Does she think she has a power? Do you think you have a power?
I don't know everything.
Okay. Are you psychokinetic?
You're overthinking things.
Do you have psychokinesis?
That's not something I know about.
Sorry. Oh, does she wish she had a power? Do you wish you had a power?
I don't know anything about that.
I hate you. So, not you, Mozilla. You're wonderful. What's-y doodle? Okay, what am I supposed to pick out of that statement? Let's see. Did Dekker do psychokinesis? That is not brother. Okay, what am I picking out of here?
Psychokinesis is the ability to change the physical world without actually touching it, just by using your mind. It's not just about bending spoons. It covers all sorts of things like telepathy, telekinesis, telesabalas.
Okay. Tell me about telepathy.
Like I said, all those cool things are in Cult of the Kinetic Mind, apart from Kojak, obviously.
But I don't want to read
If you
it.
ever get a patient who thinks they can change the world with just their mind, then duck, just in case they can. But seriously, do a whole load of shrinking and make them better. Whether you believe in psychokinesis or not, you'll need to figure out your approach with those that do.
Okay. Dekker thought he was telepathic. Oh my god, stop taking me back. Did Dekker do telepathy? Okay. Do you think Dekker was starting a cult? Maybe. I think he was either starting a cult or like making sacrifices. I think I'm not 100% sure yet. Because he died, but then who would have killed him? Because if he was starting a cult, then he was trying to get followers, and if he could have implanted thoughts in their mind. I don't know what the fuck I think. I think every single person is going insane because Cthulhu. Someone who wanted to be the leader of a cult? Yes. I'll say that. I mean, he was fucking nuts. Oh yeah. Let me show you. Let me go to Bryce's, because Bryce had a weird, like some weird shit happen when he was answering a question. Was it Bryce? No. It was Nathan, I think. His responses. God, why can't I go? Okay. Let's see. Did you see the flame now? Okay, this one, I think.
He held his hand outstretched and told me to
this?
look at the flame. There was no flame, and then there was. He was holding a flame in his hand that had come out of nowhere. And he tried to hypnotize me to make me forget it.
Wait. How come? Am I crazy?
He held his hand outstretched and told me to look at the flame. There was no flame, and then there was. He was holding a flame in his hand
There's a
that had come
flame.
out of nowhere.
It showed up right here.
And he tried to hypnotize me to make me forget it.
What the fuck? So Cthulhu's an elder god within like the H.P. Lovecraft lore, and he basically wants to take over and destroy the world as we know it. And they're a cult There are cults that want to have him come do that. And people can have powers, and like people go insane as they find him, and like there's this whole mess of. Hold on, actually. Do I have it? Hold on. I don't think it's here. Oh yeah. Here you go. This is my H.P. Lovecraft book. So this is, what is this? The new annotated H.P. Lovecraft. So if you're ever in the mood to read a shit ton, go for it. Okay. Have you asked anyone if they've been hypnotized by Dekker? I have not. Ooh, that's a good idea.
Some mornings
That's not what I want. Let's go back to Jaya. You like books being read to you? That's lovely. Maybe if I get redeems, if I make affiliate, I'll make like a little redeem for reading little chapters or something. Hypnotized by Dekker. I hate that it brings me back to that. So there's somebody from another community that I know, Mythos, that has a redeem for reading like little storybooks at the end of his stream. But okay.
Some mornings I come into work and still expect him to be here. Sometimes it feels like he actually is here, watching over me. We had a connection. It's gone now, though. You can't have a connection with the dead, can you? Not for too long, anyway.
Yeah. Are you a telepath?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna try a hint. Home visits, that's what it wants. Just the word home visits, question mark.
Yes, Dr. Dekker started doing home visits for Mariana. He said she couldn't concentrate properly in his office. I hope you're not thinking of doing the same thing. I need you right where I can see you.
So I can murder you. No, I am not thinking about home visits. Did he see Mariana often?
He thought he saw a creature coming out of Dr. Dekker's mouth.
Who's
But
he?
at least that's the reason he's given for not emptying the bins that night. Either way, it's not the kind of publicity that we need.
Ben.
Shiny, happy, sane people.
When did Ben say that?
I think that's all settled now. We are agreeing to pay Ben £5,000 and he's agreeing not to say anything about what he saw.
I think Dekker was hypnotizing people in a bad way. Yeah. Yeah, Nathan had said, here, let's go back to Nathan. You can get up to speed on him a bit. I can't actually scroll with the scroll button. That's stupid. Let's see. It may have been.
I didn't want to believe him. I remember I said, you can't just say things and they happen. He laughed and laughed. I think he was going mad. He said he'd give me a demonstration.
Okay.
I didn't want to believe him.
Let's see.
I started out with depression. Now I seem to repeat days.
Here.
Even if you don't believe the repeat days, then I clearly have extra mental health problems that he's given me.
We're going backwards.
I regretted that I mourned for Hannah so long. I regret the grief. I regret all the days I slept through because of it. Had I known she didn't love me anymore, things would have been different. I'm a bit angry now. If I had that day over again, I may just still pull out in front of the driver.
Oh, he read her diary.
I started out with depression.
Yeah. So he thinks that Dekker implanted this. Okay, what else? Oh yeah, are you spying on me?
Checks and balances, Doctor. Somebody
yeah.
needs to be watching the
I'm a
watchman,
dum-dum.
so to speak. Make sure you're helping, not hindering.
Okay, I need you, if you're still here. I should ask Mariana about Dekker's home visits. Yeah, duh. Okay, there's a buttload of... So, the arrest record reports say Claire killed David. So David is dead, supposedly. I've underlined some things to ask her about. I wonder if Bryce buried David. What happened with Ben? Ask Patience about the paper spike. Okay. And then, too much to do today. So apparently I'm supposed to ask everybody about some paper spike. Okay. Okay. So this is his... I'm dumb. This is the crime scene report. I didn't realize I had this. I'm dumb. Apparently he doesn't have a first name. His title is just Dr. Dekker. The victim was located in his office, seated on a chair behind the desk, soaked in blood with an obvious chest wound. Possible murder weapons. Paper spike, desk accessory, 150 millimeters long, protruding from the approximate region of the victim's heart. Coroner's initial findings. Time of death. Estimated from liver temperature measured to be between 8:30 and 10:30 p.m. on February 14, 2017. Note that the victim's body was reportedly discovered at 10:20 p.m. on 14 February 2017. Cause of death, exsanguination due to punctuation of the left anterior descending coronary artery. Death would have occurred within minutes. So he would have died between 8:30 and 10:30. But he was out with Mariana, then went out to the beach with her, and Ellen saw them. Did she see them? I know Mariana remembered seeing Ellen. We'll see. Anyway, okay. Then we'll read Claire's arrest report before we talk to her. Okay. Tell me about the paper spike. So, okay, my brain is remembering paper spike is where you take like your notes and stuff and just shove them down on the spike when things are done. And somebody has to know exactly where to hit, because those things are small. Yeah. I'm like thinking of some like crystal glass thing that's like this big and somebody just went with it, but no. Okay, tell me about the paper spike.
It's in that police report that I gave to you. You should really take a look at it.
I did. Have you seen the paper spike? When was... Okay, fine. She's going to be a bitch about it. What else are we missing?
He
Okay.
probably did his fair share of helping and hindering. He was definitely helping in the beginning, but then seemed to lose sight of things.
I mean, if they hit a lounge, it would be that long till he died. Or a lung. Yeah. But it said exsanguination, which is like bleeding out. Hitting along would be like asphyxiation. Oh, no, no, no. I got it. I got you. Didn't you say you were on mobile? Mobile's a dick. So, I get it. Like, my mobile always changes the word fucking to giving. So, like, oh. You could have just said yes. You okay. What was the other one? Let's see. Are a lot of people, or let's see, do a lot of people have psychokinesis?
That's a strange question to ask.
Mother of God.
Are you
Let's see, I can't tell a lie. Yeah, you can, it's okay. Psychokinesis common. Okay, but let's go back to Dekker real quick. Well, no. Is psychokinesis common?
No, not at all in
This
my
is the white lies to get
experience.
right.
Dr. Dekker had an unusual number of patients who claimed psychokinesis. Either he'd been specifically looking for them or someone had been sending them.
Who had been sending them?
It's entirely possible that someone is targeting this practice with psychokinetic patients. To what end, I don't know. It's no coincidence that most psychokinetic patients are diagnosed as insane, or at least temporarily insane. It's a handy diagnosis if you're facing criminal prosecution, especially if it's for murder.
My 5-year-old. Are all of Dekker's patients insane?
No, that's not it.
Let's see. How many blah 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 blah. How many patients are insane?
Most of the patients you're seeing have claimed some kind of psychokinesis. If you don't think that's the case, then they just haven't told you yet.
Well, now I know. Okay. Did Dekker think they were insane? Was Dekker mad? Was Dekker insane?
He probably did his fair share of helping and hindering. He was definitely helping in the beginning, but then seemed to
Lose sight of
things.
How did he lose sight of things?
I think he was so overwhelmed by the patients he was getting. His curiosity just got the better of him. There was a definite turning point.
Okay, let's see. Come on. Okay, what was the turning point?
Somewhere around the time Professor Alderby turned up, that seemed to unsettle him. And then we had a flood of extra weird patients. I think it was all too much for him. I think I misjudged him. I hope you deal with it better.
No, I'm gonna go insane too. Do you know, actually, you can go insane here? Me about Professor Willoughby?
I don't know.
God damn it. Warwick. I'm so off on that.
I don't know everything.
Oh, son of a bitch. I guess I've gotten everything out of that question. Let's see.
I think he was so overwhelmed by the patients he was
curiosity
getting.
was
His
gonna be a
curiosity just
keyword.
got the better of him. There was a definite turning point.
That turning point. Okay. I wonder, do you worry about me?
That's a strange question.
Mother of God. Okay. What approach? Okay, fine.
Have you been taking notes in our...
What approach?
How do you make people who think they have special powers better? Do you remain passive and support, encourage them, take them away?
You are passive.
Things could escalate. Building trust is one thing, but at what cost?
Okay, you take them away.
Nope. Ask me.
What is the cost?
You're overthinking things.
Okay, I'm gonna come back to her if I can think of more questions. Let's go to Claire, but let's check out the crimes. No, Claire's arrest report. Oh gosh, this is gonna be a lot. Statement of Christian Weber, Police Officer 7691. To the best of my knowledge, this statement is true. I understand I may be prosecuted if I have stated anything that I know to be untrue. Date 9 November. At 20:40 hours, which is 8:40 at night, on Tuesday, 8th November, myself and PC something or other Holt responded to a call received from a neighbor of the Bauer House, Weston Park Avenue, concerning a reported disturbance. We arrived at the address and knocked on the front door, but there was no reply. We then examined the rear of the property and gained entry through insecure patio doors. We entered the property through this door, and I announced myself by shouting "Police!" but did not hear any response. We searched the premises. Upon entering the dining room, I saw a female seated next to a man who was lying on the ground. The man did not appear to be conscious. Both persons were drenched in blood, and there was a substantial amount of blood on the carpet, walls, and furniture. I noted what appeared to be a steak knife on the floor, which was also covered in blood. At this point, I asked the woman to put her hands on her head, which she did. PC Holt secured the female while I checked the man for signs of life, but found none. I asked the woman her name, and she identified herself to me as Claire Castleford. I asked if she knew the dead man, and she said it was her husband, David Castleford. So he was the dead man. I asked what happened, and she said that she had killed him. Following a search by PC Holt, which revealed no other persons present at the house, I said to Castleford at 20:52 hours, so 12 minutes later, "You are under arrest on the suspicion of murder." I then cautioned her and placed her in the back of the police car for transportation to Weston Park Police Station, where I relayed the circumstances of the arrest to PC Hill, who authorized her blah something. And I am going to do the cheatery kind of thing, because I don't want to have to keep going through this. No, go away. And take a photo. Okay. And then I am a cheater. I'm gonna get food, so have a good night. Enjoy your food, Miss Ella. Share some with me. I would love some. Otherwise, enjoy it. Enjoy your night. And I will see you later. Thanks for joining. Take care. Oh, also, did you give me a sub? Thank you for the gifted sub, if you did. Otherwise, good night. Okay, gallery. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay. Cheater. Cool. Let's talk to you, Claire. How are you?
I've been to the lake house regularly, keeping an eye on David. I saw the girl again, the one I told you about. She was playing outside.
how is the girl?
I don't know anything about that.
What was the girl playing with?
I didn't speak to her this time. Something about her made me feel uneasy. I just watched her from the bedroom window.
Not creepy
She'd
at
caught
all.
a fish. She was holding it in her hands.
And she ate it. What happened after?
I don't know what you're after, but I don't know anything about that.
Okay, what happened after she caught the fish?
I wasn't close enough to see, but for all intents and purposes, it looked as if the fish bit her. One,
other way
two,
around.
3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive.
What is the rest of the rhyme?
That's not relevant here.
Yes, it is. Did you catch a fish? Okay. How is David?
Try asking me something I might know.
Did you take care of David?
Sorry.
Okay. Tell me about the police report.
I'm being charged with murder because the police don't know he's still alive, and I can't get David to vouch for me for obvious reasons. I think it would raise quite a few more questions than answers, which is why I'm hoping that you'd be able to help me.
Help you how?
Considering the circumstances, I'd be grateful if you could see your way to declaring me temporarily insane at the time of the murder, to lessen my sentence. Because I'm not a killer,
But you
but
are.
I can't prove otherwise. You don't still think I'm a killer, do you, Doctor?
Who killed David?
That's what it says. I can see you're confused. The police say that David is dead, fatally wounded when I stabbed him. The coroner says that David is dead. Everyone says that David is dead. There was even a funeral. But I know he's alive.
Okay. Was David buried?
I'm getting tired of all these questions. I'm getting tired of everything.
Okay. Why are you tired?
Think, Doctor, think. Use your brain. Or your notes if you have to.
such a bitch. What is David's state?
I don't know, Doctor.
Why can't David talk to the police?
He made sounds. I could understand him a bit. I thought he'd improve with time, like a child learning to talk, but he didn't. It's only recently that I've come to that conclusion that he's not going to get better. He's not going to be right again. I think it's his brain. At least he is safe where he is.
Why is he safe?
At the lake house. He doesn't move from there. For good reason.
Does he move at all?
I'm afraid I don't know the answer to that.
Does David move?
I'm getting tired of.
I'm getting tired of your shit. Why do the police say he's dead? Dad. Okay. Where is David's body?
I'm afraid I don't know the answer.
Okay. We're gonna come back to Claire, but I have short puppy duties to do, so we're gonna do a BRB. So take a quick bio break if you need to, stretch your legs, whatever you need to do. So I'm gonna take her out real quick. Okay. We are back. So, what did we
That's what it
miss?
says. I can see you're confused. The police say that David is dead, fatally wounded when I stabbed him. The coroner says that David is dead. Everyone says that David is dead. There was even a funeral. But I know he's alive.
Okay. Okay, that's right. Was fatally wounded.
David wanted to have a talk about our relationship. Not something any married person wants to hear. He said he'd been with Iris for about a year and that he loved her. He said he didn't love me anymore. Which I know is a lie. You don't just fall out of love with somebody. I reacted badly. I grabbed the nearest weapon I could find, which happened to be the steak knife, and stabbed him with it. There was so much blood. I instantly regretted it. So I fixed him.
Let's see. I wonder if this works. Bot isn't working yet. Son of a bitch. Why did you stab him? Whatever, I got it. Let's see. Why were you angry?
Try asking me something I might know.
I feel like that's a pretty clear question. Let's see.
David wanted to have a talk about our relationship. Not something any married person wants to hear. He said he'd been with Iris for about a year and that he loved her. He said he didn't love me anymore. Which I know is a lie. You don't just fall out of love with somebody. I reacted badly.
Clearly.
I grabbed the nearest weapon I could find, which happened to be the steak knife, and stabbed him with it. There was so much blood. I instantly regretted it. So I fixed him.
That's pretty good word. How did you fix him?
It was about a week later.
A week?
I brought David back to life. Not with voodoo, not with virginal sacrifice. I just
Where do you
willed
find a
it to
virgin?
happen, and it did. Dr. Dekker told me it was possible, but only if you're not buried. He says once you're in the ground, there's no coming back. But until then, you have a chance at resurrection.
What happened to David's body?
Think, Doctor, think. Use your brain.
Did you have David cremated?
I don't know any.
Ah, yes, you do, because you just told me. Did Dekker do hypnotherapy?
Sorry.
Telepathy.
I don't know what you're after, but I don't know anything.
Did Dekker use psychokinesis?
That's not relevant here.
Did Dekker use telepathy?
I don't know, Doctor.
I might murder this woman. And I don't think the police would mind. Honestly, how did you will David back to life?
I'm afraid I don't know the answer to that.
Okay, what words do you want?
It was about a week later. I brought David back to life. Not with voodoo, not with virginal sacrifice. I just willed it to happen, and it did. Dr. Dekker told me it was possible, but only if you're not buried. He says once you're in the ground, there's no coming back. But until then, you have a chance at resurrection.
Resurrection. Tell me about resurrection?
Yes, resurrection. But now that I've seen the results, I don't think there's anything holy about it. I think reanimation is more an accurate term. Like, I'm an evil necromancer raising things from the dead.
Mhm. Are you a necromancer?
David was dazed and confused when I brought him back to life, as you'd expect. He was scared. He didn't want me to go near him at first, which is understandable, as I did kill him. But I didn't really succeed in bringing him back. He wasn't a big talker before, but even monosyllabic words were more than what he seemed able to give me.
What did David say?
That's not relevant here.
I hate you. Resurrection. Okay. What do you want
Yes,
from me?
resurrection. But
What
now
do
that
you
I've seen
want
the
from
results, I
me?
don't think there's anything holy about it. I think reanimation is more an accurate term.
Okay. What are the results?
I think his brain was already decaying during the week that he was dead. Important bits. So when I brought him back to life, I didn't heal him completely. Just gave him life in the state he was in. I mean, he's hunting and killing things and trying to roast them on fires he can only light with matches, but that's about it. He's your basic Neanderthal. So I have a problem.
What is the problem? What is David's problem? I hate you. Okay. What? Okay. God, why can't you just do what I want you to do?
Considering the circumstances, I'd be grateful if you could see your way to declaring me temporarily insane at the time of the murder. To lessen my sentence. Because I'm not a killer. But I can't prove otherwise. You don't still think I'm a killer, do you, Doctor?
I'm supposed to answer that. I'll come back to that.
That's what it says. That's what it says.
What am I missing here?
I can see you're confused. The police say that David is dead, fatally wounded when I stabbed him. The coroner says that David is dead. Everyone says that David is dead. There was even a funeral. But
Tell me about the funeral.
he's buried at Henley Church. You can go see for yourself. There's even a headstone. One of your other patients was a pallbearer. I never forget her face. You should ask him.
David wasn't buried.
I'm getting tired of all.
You said David wasn't buried.
Try asking me something I might.
Why are you such a bitch? I know, tell me about the spike is on the list, but what else is on the list? Let's see. Bryce was the pallbearer.
I'm not sure what you're trying to ask.
Who was the pallbearer?
Bryce was a pallbearer for David. He's also a grave digger, I believe.
Yeah, I know that. Do you know Bryce?
Smuggling a body out of a funeral can be difficult, unless you pay the right people.
Did you pay Bryce? Okay, so she paid Bryce. Okay. Have you seen the police report? Since you want me to ask that? Oh, god damn it. Okay, let's go back since I was a smarty pants and took a... So, neighbor was highlighted. Me about the neighbor.
My neighbors seem far more interested in my business than they are their own. The lake house only has one house opposite, and it was on sale for some time. I suppose I should have bought it.
Why should you have bought the house?
I don't know anything about that.
Okay, why should you have bought it?
Sorry.
I hate you. Okay. Well, it doesn't have any asterisk, so I don't think I'm supposed to. Let's see. Why was there so much blood?
It's a messy business, stabbing someone. You'd imagine that it would be like slicing into a pie with all the filling just slowly oozing out, but it's so much more dramatic, like popping a cork of a bottle of champagne. Blood sprayed everywhere.
Are you happy?
Think, Doctor.
How much blood? Okay. Why a steak knife? That's the next highlighted.
The steak knife was the closest, sharpest weapon I could lay my hands on. I didn't really have much time to think about it.
Okay, so that's green. Dead man is already done. Husband murder is done. So I think the police report line of questioning is done. So she's stabbed somebody already, and Dekker was stabbed. So that's an interesting connection. But why? So tell me about the paper spike.
A paper spike is an odd thing to use as a weapon. I suppose if it went directly into the heart, it might work. Or through his eye, or perhaps through the ear into his brain. Or was it just a frenzied, bloody mess of a murder? Do you know, Doctor?
Yes, I do know.
I don't know, Doctor.
Yes, I do know how the paper spike was used. Okay. How would you murder someone? Okay. Where were you on Valentine's?
I don't know what you're after, but I don't...
Okay, what am I missing here? Okay.
It makes for interesting reading, doesn't it? I can tell you're dying to ask me about it.
I just
Fire away.
asked her. Okay, I already asked you, so that one's clear. So I have to answer this. Yes, you're a killer.
At worst, it's manslaughter. I didn't mean to kill him. I just stabbed him a bit.
Just a bit.
And although he was dead for a week, I brought him back to life.
Blood.
Does this mean you won't help me? Was I temporarily insane?
I mean, you've been thinking. I mean, technically it's a crime of passion, but that doesn't mean you're temporarily insane. You are not temporarily insane.
I'm going to pretend that I didn't hear that.
Of course you
Let's
are.
have a few more sessions before you seal our fates. Or is it that you want something else? Like Dr. Dekker did?
I bet. Okay. What did Dr. Dekker want? What did Dekker want?
Dr. Dekker teased me mercilessly about my eligibility. He didn't believe I'd reanimated David. Once he presented me with a dead mouse and commanded me to give it life again. I didn't, of course. It's not something I'd throw around lightly. He changed his mind about me eventually. And then he mentioned the girl.
What about the girl?
Sorry.
Okay. Have you reanimated something else? Are you a necromancer? Okay. Okay. Did you prove it?
I have a picture of him I took after he came back. I'll bring it in next session.
Yes, please.
I don't.
Okay, what am I missing in this line? How
Dr.
can I ask her
Dekker teased
to...
me mercilessly about my electability. He didn't believe I'd reanimated David. Once he presented me with a dead mouse
How do I ask about
and
the girl?
commanded me to give it life again. I didn't, of course. It's not something I'd throw around lightly. He changed his mind about me eventually. And then he mentioned the girl.
Okay. What about the girl?
I don't know what you're after.
Okay. Let's say, why did he change his mind?
Dr. Dekker asked if I could prove David wasn't dead, so I took him to the lake house. He saw that I was telling the truth. I can take you to see him too, if you like. Would you like to see David, Doctor?
Yes, I would like to see David.
Very well. In our next session.
Okay. Tell me about the girl.
Think, Doctor, think.
Did you reanimate the girl? What did Dekker want with the girl?
He told me he'd locked up a girl in the basement of his house.
Fucking what?
Just for me. And he asked me to reanimate her.
What the fuck?
It was Iris.
What?
I said I couldn't reanimate something that wasn't dead, and he said that wouldn't be a problem.
What?
So I agreed. I just played along. I was hoping it wasn't real. I assumed it wasn't real. But he was offering me what I wanted. A temporary insanity diagnosis.
I don't like this at all. What happened to Iris?
It didn't happen. Dr. Dekker called me from his house to cancel. He was furious. He said that Iris had escaped, and he blamed me for it. He said that I must have set her free after he told me about her. I knew it was all lies anyways. He was obviously titillating himself by reprimanding me. He knew I'd never want to speak to Iris again, so I couldn't prove it either way.
What the, did you let her go?
I don't know, Doctor.
Did you let Iris go? Did you free Iris? Where the fuck is Iris? I'm going to murder you. That's not true.
How astute, Doctor. Yes, I did say I hadn't seen Dr. Dekker outside of our sessions. That wasn't a lie. Our trip to the lake house was made during a session.
That's bullshit. What was the last one? Okay. I mean, fine, I'll just...
You tell me. What could possibly explain that?
Let's see. Claire says that the girl in Dekker's basement was Iris. Yes. True. See, is she green? No. Why isn't she green? Okay. You lying about David being alive.
If David doesn't exist, then that means that I really did kill him. He really is buried, and I really should be going to prison for a very long time.
Yes, all of that is true.
That just doesn't seem right to me.
Of course it doesn't.
It's more probable that I reanimated him under Dr. Dekker's guidance.
Why is that more probable?
I'm afraid I don't know the answer.
Is David a ghost?
I assure you, David is not a ghost. I've touched him.
You. Is David a zombie?
Yes, he did come back to life, but he's not a zombie. He looks like he always did. Just his mind is encumbered. There's no way back.
Isn't that kind of what a zombie is? How is his mind encumbered?
Try asking me something.
There was one last question I missed. There. That should be...
Since I brought him back, I felt that there was something different about him, something not quite right. I think it's his brain. But how ludicrous that you can bring someone back in the first place. It's like that book, Pet Cemetery. Funnily enough, he does smell of earth, but that's because he spends most of his time out hunting.
But he's not a zombie. Tell me about Pet Cemetery?
I'm getting tired of all these questions.
Why the fuck are you tired?
That's not relevant here.
Okay, I'm gonna have to come back to you if I can. Let's go to Bryce. Claire says you're smuggling bodies, you dum-dum.
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about, Doctor. I saw Claire Castleford's husband in the coffin myself before carrying him to the grave. He is in the ground. I'm sure it wouldn't take much for the police to get an order to have him exhumed. Just make sure it's done on Tuesday morning when I'm off.
No. Why does she... Wait. Did you bury David?
I'm actually a classically trained pallbearer. There are a lot of health and safety
trained.
considerations. Not everybody can do it. Well, properly at least. Occasionally I step in if the funeral director is short-shouldered. I do remember her face. She wasn't upset in the usual way. She seemed agitated. Her husband must have been a giant. The coffin was so heavy. I remember because aft port side sprained his ankle. That and he wasn't lifting correctly.
How heavy was the casket?
I don't know what you're getting at.
Is it heavy?
No. You have an interesting aura, Doctor.
Do you see auras?
I don't often see auras, Doctor. But yours is unusual. Like, you're more than one person. Maybe I've had a few too many drams.
Why are you drinking before therapy? Do you see a ghost?
Is that supposed to mean something?
Do you see Dekker?
I spied on Dr. Dekker, not long before he was murdered.
Of course you did, you fucking creeper.
I'm not sure I should tell you what I saw in his basement.
Oh, what did you see in his basement?
I'd been
Iris.
feeling uneasy with Dr. Dekker for some time. I mentioned how he'd changed before, so I began spying on him at home. One night, the basement door was open, and Dekker was returning upstairs. I skipped past him, and there she was, a girl. It was difficult to tell. It was dark, and she was chained.
did you free the girl?
In simple terms, I've got nothing to say.
Okay. What happened to the girl?
No.
How am I supposed to ask this?
I'd been feeling uneasy with Dr. Dekker for some time. I mentioned how he'd changed before, so I began spying on him at home. One night, the basement door was open, and Dekker was returning upstairs. I skipped past him, and there she was, a girl. It was difficult to tell. It was dark, and she was chained.
Okay, how about tell me about the girl?
I've nothing interesting to say.
Okay. Okay. The girl was chained?
I removed the chains, dressed her, and sat her in the police station. There's no evidence, though. No evidence of what he'd done.
So she can
But she
tell
was
them.
free. I saved her. I'm not evil. I destroyed evil.
You did good.
Don't know.
Let's see. What if we go back to Claire and tell her Bryce freed Iris?
What? She was actually his prisoner. Bryce saved Iris? So that's 2 favors I owe Bryce now. And Iris? I'd probably have stopped her death if I'd known it was real. I suppose I should have a chat with her now.
I suppose so. Bryce buried David. Bryce said he buried David. Bryce casket. Bitch.
That's not relevant here.
Yes, it is. Okay, let's go back to Bryce. Did Iris tell the police?
The girl who was chained in the basement. Her name is Iris. How do you know that? Not that it means anything. She wouldn't remember me anyway. Time was frozen.
Yes, her name was Iris. Okay. So those are all green. Tell me about the paper spike. Actually, I know I need to do that. Were you hypnotized?
That means nothing to me. Yes, Vienna.
What is Vienna?
I don't know.
Okay. Are you telepathic?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Do you have powers?
That means nothing to me.
Okay. Tell me about the paper spike.
Dr. Dekker frequently used that paper spike on his desk as an example. I'm sure he did it with the other patients too. He'd make me look at it, touch the point to see how sharp it was. He'd tell me that because I think it's sharp, it will hurt me. But if I thought it was nothing, it could pass right through my hand.
Did it pass through your hand?
In the last couple of sessions I had with him, he put the spike through his hand. He'd be grinning at me while he was doing it. No blood, no nothing. He tried to make me do the same, but I wouldn't.
Did you believe Dr. Dekker? Did Dekker have powers? Okay. Anything else I'm missing? How are you
Hello,
today?
Doctor. I've been thinking about our last session, and I just wanted you to know that I'm not a bad person. I know taking naked photographs is wrong. But you don't know what it's like until you face the same temptation. I'm assuming you don't know what it's like. Do you have an extra hour, Doctor?
What if I tell him I do? Let's see. I do have an extra hour.
I've nothing interesting to say about.
Yes, I do have an extra hour.
You're playing games with me, Doctor. I was going to tell you what I know about the murder weapon, but now, well, now you just have to go without.
You already did, so. Sorry. Okay. Who is the hooded figure? What did I miss? Okay. Have you done any good?
I don't know what you're getting at.
How did you stop evil?
I believe that Dr. Dekker was a truly evil man, and so should you. I know you record these sessions, Doctor. I'm not going to be filmed saying I wanted him dead. But I did, and so should you. And Doctor, if I wanted to kill anyone, I'd do it in the midnight hour, wouldn't I? And when was Dekker murdered?
Between 8:30 and 10. Okay. How did you do good?
Don't know.
Me. Okay, tell me about this hooded figure. Hey,
I don't know who it
Smeg,
is.
how are you?
My initial thought was that it was you. That I told you about my affliction, and somehow you'd got it too. Now I think maybe it's the military, or some organization that wants to use the hour themselves. Maybe it's Dr. Dekker risen from the dead. I need to talk to you about him.
What about the hooded figure? What's up, Smeg? How are you doing? Why is it the military?
In simple terms, I've got nothing to say.
Why are these people such assholes? Doing good. Been super curious about this game for forever. It is an awesome game, except for when the people are assholes and Claire's a bitch. And you can tell because this is fucking Claire. She just looks like a bitch. Me. Like, is David alive? Oh. I can't do anything. She looks like a very unhappy individual. Yeah. So she killed her husband, but she doesn't think she killed her husband. Price says he took the girl in Dekker's basement to a police station. I know! I've been trying to ask him about that. Let's see. What happened at the police station?
No, sorry.
Okay. See, sometimes you have to hit keywords, and I'm just not. I would type the same questions over and over and over again until I flip my desk, right? Well, okay, so here you can see there's like this little drop down that will give you hints, and you can use them, and it counts against you or whatever in your stupid achievements, but who the fuck cares? But the problem is if you don't hit the right keywords, then you don't get it. So like you can see, I asked about the military. He's like, me, I don't know about that.
I'm surprised I haven't been approached earlier. I mean, my skills in the
He
military.
has an extra hour in the day.
Special ops would be a breeze, wouldn't it?
At least there's a hint
Waltz in
system.
past
Right.
everyone during the midnight hour, get whatever you want, and return to friendly soil. It also makes me think that they might already know all of that, and that they want to get rid of me in case I tell anyone else. Would you do something for me if they get me?
Okay, what do you need me to do?
Is that supposed to mean something?
Oh my fucking god. Yes, I will do something for you.
Would you tell Jessica? I
His
love
neighbor.
her. She didn't really know me that well, but I did love her. And also, there's a hard drive in the bottom drawer of my drinks cabinet. Please destroy it. Please, don't look at it.
Do you have child porn on there? Okay, so he gets an extra hour in his day, 25 hours, everything freezes. So he's a peeping Tom to his neighbor Jessica, takes off her clothes and takes pictures of her. Why do you love Jessica?
Jessica is a beautiful woman.
So?
I've not spied on her since the incident we talked about. I have real feelings for her, Doctor. We've never connected.
So, why haven't you connected? You creepy
Thank
son
you,
of a
Doctor.
bitch.
Thank
What?
you. It's nice you think I'm capable of such basic interaction with females. But I'm still in awe of her, really. I will think about it, though.
Did I agree to that? Have you talked to Jessica? Okay, so no. Oh, I was gonna ask that about following, but I forgot.
Whatever it is that's following me, it doesn't want to catch me yet. If I move towards it, it runs away. And when I follow it past temptations. A bar brawl, an open till, an open bedroom window. Like it's testing me.
Let's see. Do you think Dekker is the hooded figure? Do you catch the hooded figure? God damn it. Am I the hooded figure? Mother of God. Okay, so the other thing you can do is click these, see with the amber asterisks.
Whatever it is that's following me,
italicized text.
it doesn't want to catch me yet. If I move towards it, it runs away. And when I follow it past temptations. A bar brawl, an open till, an open bedroom window.
So
Like
these are keywords.
It's testing me.
Okay. Did you pass a bar brawl?
I split the brawl up.
Did you pass an open till?
I did nothing. I'm not stealing
I'm
anymore.
so proud of you. Good job. Did you pass the open window?
I've nothing interesting.
Did you pass the open window?
I looked in. Watching other people is somehow built into our genes, Doctor.
No, it's not.
There was an old woman in bed. I went inside.
Oh no.
Her bed covers were smoking. I think she'd fallen asleep holding a cigarette. I took the covers and put them in the bath. She'd have died otherwise. And no, I didn't take any pictures.
Oh, thank God. Are you sure you didn't take pictures?
I don't know.
Debatable. Anything else I missed here? How is your job? Why did you say after?
I find
bedside?
using nautical terms to describe the position of pallbearers fitting. Plus, most of them are 3 sheets to the wind. You know, drunk.
Are you drunk?
Don't know.
Maybe. How is your job?
I put my hand through a rusty nail at work today.
Like
It
on
hurt like
purpose?
hell and bled like I'd been shot. I closed my eyes and thought, this isn't happening. The nail is just a worm, and it will wriggle through me. When I looked back, can you guess what I saw?
Oh no. What did you see?
Is that supposed to mean something?
What happened?
In simple terms,
Oh my God. See, this is the kind of shit.
when I
See, I
looked
have to
back
do
at
the
my
whole
hand,
fucking thing.
it was healed.
Stupid.
Look, see?
Do you have powers?
No.
Did Dekker hypnotize you? Okay, one last hint. I'm wishing that I could get green with all of these. Oh, how did your hand heal?
My
Another
hand
dumb.
had healed. The nail had become a worm and was wriggling in my palm. It was like a little miracle, like magic.
Do you believe in magic?
I shouldn't really say
Miracles
miracle or magic. They're words that Dr.
usually
Dekker used when he tried to get you to think things and make them real. But do you think it's real, Doctor? That magic is real?
What if I go along with him? Yes, I think magic is real.
Then so it is. Close your eyes.
No.
Imagine you're in a graveyard,
No.
looking at the gravestones.
No.
One catches your eye, so you take a picture of it.
Am I
A
going to be
picture
buried?
that you now have.
Am I going insane?
That means nothing to me. Yes, Leanna.
Who is the gravestone?
I don't know what you're getting at.
Okay, let's check out our own evidence and see. Dr. Dekker, 1875 to blank. That is Dr. Dekker's grave.
I've nothing interesting to say.
Is there something else you want? Fuck you. Okay. Let's go to Mariana. I always like her. How are you?
I'm okay. Thanks for asking. It's rent day, and I always feel a little blue on rent day.
Her necklace is fucking rad. Why do you feel blue? Because you don't have
I
money?
pay my rent to a landlady. I don't own my own place. I'm just passing through.
Why are you passing through?
I never stay in one town very long. I get bored too easily. Once you've seen the same faces over and over again, you move. Like I said before, I like to move around a lot.
Oh, I would totally bore her. Hello, who's your friend? Right? she is a total slutty slut. She was dating Dr. Dekker for sure. Let's see. Why do you move around a lot?
I don't know about that.
What is it gonna? I have to replay it because I don't remember what I was gonna
I'm
ask.
okay. Thanks for asking. It's rent day, and I always feel a little blue on rent day.
I also commented on her tits like the first day. And I did totally read your statement of I would totally bore her as I would totally bone her. And I think both statements are true. TBH. Where have you lived?
I don't know.
I don't know. I can agree with that. Also, same seas though. Why rent day?
Rent day is the day I pay rent to my landlady.
Shocking. Okay. Tell me about your necklace. Is she gonna tell me this time?
I really don't know.
Okay. Tell me about the house calls.
You're not getting it.
Dr. Dekker saw you at your house.
Are we still talking about him? And I thought you were just interested in me, Doctor.
Yes, I am interested in you.
You'll have to ask me something else.
Not sure about the conversation after, though. Doubt we'd have a lot to say. Well, my sympathies to her then. Let's see. What did you and Dekker talk about? Smack you. Tell me about your dates.
Try again?
Eat a bag of dicks? Tell me about Jaya.
Nope.
Fuck your face. Tell me about your blackouts.
I've had no blackouts, and I haven't been to the beach since our last session. But I think I will today. Do you want to come with me to the beach?
Yes, I want to come with you to the beach. Hey, Smeg,
Doctor,
you
I
want to
think
go
you're
with her to
getting
the
a little
beach?
anxious. If you ever wanted to visit the beach, you can just turn up. It's not mine.
You seem anxious. Yeah.
I don't know anything about that.
Are you anxious?
I don't know about that.
Why go to the beach today?
You're not getting it.
Don't even need to bring a towel. I might, but I have very different. Never mind. Do you think you'll black out? Beach sand is not very fun in a few different places. Okay, before you mention something beautiful, that's fair.
You've got a good memory, Doctor. Let's talk dreams. Sometimes I'll dream about a light. Deep in the ocean somewhere. I head towards it because it's warm and glowing like a beacon. And when I'm at the bottom, it's the most beautiful thing. Like a welcoming sun.
And that's fair.
Like I'm
Yeah,
home.
that's fair.
and then I wake up.
Where do you wake up?
It's so beautiful. It calls me. It's like I'm in a trance. What does the dream mean, Doctor?
The dream means you're fucking nuts. You know what? I take it back. I don't want conversation afterwards. Are you sure you don't want her to drag you to the bottom of the ocean into the warm white light? Deep, deep into the sea. Tell me about the light. Okay. Do you hold your breath?
I don't know anything about.
Okay, why are my notes bugging me? No. Deep sounds great, bright light, not so much. Head towards the light. Mariana's dream could mean many, many things. A metaphor for her current issues, searching for something, or maybe she's making it up. Are you making this up?
You think I'm lying? Wow. That's gonna help with our trust issues.
I'm an asshole. Do you think this is a metaphor?
I don't know.
I don't know. Let's see. What are the highlighted words here? Hit her with the inkblot test, just a big bag of dicks. Yeah. Well, you know we have dicks around here up in like Seattle. I always send a picture of that when I'm arguing with people and I'm just like, here's your dinner. Oh, did I do the you're making things up? Can you breathe underwater?
No.
Tell me about your necklace. Did I already ask that?
Try again?
How is your job?
I really don't know.
Tell me about your jewelry.
You will have to ask.
Okay, let's just do the trusty paper spike.
Dr. Dekker used to put my checks on that thing. I guess someone thought they weren't getting value for money.
What kind of value?
I don't know about that.
Oh my god, what do you want from me?
Dr. Dekker used to put my checks on that thing. I guess someone thought they weren't.
Okay. What checks?
I actually don't have a lot of money.
Shocking.
Sometimes a therapy check would bounce, but Dr. Dekker would be okay with it. Oh, my checks are fine though, don't worry.
Let's see. Why don't you have a lot of money?
I'm not broke. Men buy me drinks at bars though. Sometimes I'll get away with not paying at restaurants. Isn't that how it is for everybody?
No, that is not how it is for everybody.
It's just good manners to accept when someone offers to buy you a drink. I'm a
Or
very
15.
good-natured girl.
Huh. Yeah.
I'm not broke. Men buy me drinks at bars though. Sometimes I'll get away with not paying at restaurants. Isn't that how it is?
Why don't you pay at restaurants?
I
Well, one
mainly
night,
like drive-thrus.
That's all I'm willing to spare.
I don't like crowds, and I find it difficult to stay in the same place for too long. I guess I'm a fidget.
Well, yeah, one night in exchange for free dinner. That doesn't make somebody it. Why are you a fidget? What else am I missing here?
I mainly like drive-throughs. I don't like.
Why don't you like crowds? I know, right? A fidget spinner, apparently. Like, isn't a fidget a thing? I guess you could say, like, I'm a fidgeter, just saying, like, I'm a fidget. I don't know.
Crowds at
Stupid.
nightclubs and bars are different. The lights are dim. You can slink around without attracting too much attention.
Do you slink around?
Sometimes I'll kiss a guy in a club, and then he just follows me
Like a fucking
wherever I
siren.
go. It's creepy.
You're creepy.
I don't want everyone seeing that.
Do they follow you to the beach?
I don't understand. Say a bit at a time.
Where do they follow you?
They follow me wherever I go.
Wait, is she saying he's creepy or she's creepy?
Anywhere. Where do you think they follow me, Doctor?
I think she's saying they're creepy. I'm saying she's creepy. I think they follow you to the beach and you are leading
Yes,
them
Doctor,
to
sometimes
their
they
death.
follow me to the beach, and the next thing I remember, I'm blacked out and naked, shivering in the sand.
That's what I'm saying too. Yeah.
Who knows what happened to
Yes.
them?
Who knows what happens to them? Do you see them again?
Nope.
Do they follow you again? Achievement unlocked. Okay, what am I missing here? And, honestly, feel free to throw out
They
questions,
follow me wherever I go.
especially if I'm like struggling.
Anywhere. Where do you think they follow me, Doctor?
Fucking crazy person. Mariana wants me to guess where people follow her. What happens after they follow you? You're doing way better than I am. I don't than I would be. I'm like, I thought you weren't playing this. I have a background in psychology. Could I be any worse of a person? What happens after they follow you?
It depends where they follow me. If they follow me home, they bang on the door for an hour or so, then leave. Other places, they just disappear.
Into
I
the
don't see them
ocean.
again.
Okay. She is done, I think. And I've got a puppy that is yelling at me. So I think at about 2 hours, I'm going to probably raid out. Maybe. Feed you? You want to be fed? I don't know what to feed you. A bag of dicks? I will send it over like now. I'll get her. So, I'm gonna read out to Tara. Oh, feed the thing. A bag is a lot. No, I think you can handle it. I think you can handle a bag, Smeg. I'm gonna read out to Tara. Thank you, Smeg. I appreciate it. I appreciate you joining and chilling with me, honestly. I'm still working some shit out. trying to balance and figure out how to balance my sound. I didn't realize that would be an issue, but like I'm learning that shit. So, yeah, I'm definitely working on that. Oh no, gosh, no, never apologize. Like I have zero expectations for anybody to actually give a shit. So I'm just doing my thing. And I guess people are watching the VODs for some reason. And so they can keep up with that. So no big deal. Anyway, I'm gonna raid out to Tara. He is amazing and a sweetheart. So, give me just a sec here. Okay. Oh, thank you. You too. Let me throw this out here. Yeah, we'll just do it.
Pepper, please. Pepper. Hello. Thank you for the raid. Pepper. Hello. Hello, Pepper. Welcome in, Raiders. Smeghead. Hi. Didn't tell us you were live? Question mark. Last playing. Oh, you were playing Infectious Madness of Dr. Dekker. I looked into that game a little bit. It looks really cool. It looks really cool. Yes, hi, I'm raiding. Welcome in. If you guys don't know me, my name is Tara. I'm a variety streamer. I usually stream right now 4 days a week with horror streams, drinking streams, and everything in between. Right now, we're hyperfixated on Final Fantasy 14. So good to have you guys. Hello? Hello, how was stream? Hello, Pepper Raiders. Welcome. Welcome your weary little bones. Do you mean Jolly is fixated on it? It's sinking its hooks back into me, dude. It's been so long, but I'm here for a story, dude. I'm here for a good story. I thought we were friends, Pepper. Did you even post in the self-promo channel? Stream is good, working out kinks and stuff. Not those kinds. Yeah, the kinds of initial streaming growing pains of like not having things set up the way you want to, and don't worry, that never goes away. You're always gonna have a struggle of like, I didn't set this up the way I wanted it to. That doesn't stop. You did a stream when Liam was here because I'm obsessed. They're test streams, so you don't want to advertise. You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, you know it's there when you feel comfy. Anyway, uptime. No! How could it be? How is it so late? No! 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 Okay, this is the last quest. Smiley face. Just so I can plan accordingly. Yeah. Yeah. But thank you, Sweet Bean. Thank you so much for the raid, Pepper. You sweet soul. I like the music up here. Gonna go take care of puppers. You have a wonderful night, baby. You too. Thank you so much for raid. Thank you for trusting me. It's 14th fantasy mage. That is not the noise I expected from the little toot machine. Toot. Uh-oh. Mortals, why do you disturb my solitude? Monkas. Oh, he's got the butt wings. He's got the regular wings and also the butt wings. That's how you know he's serious dragon business. More wings equals more power. Hello, Rasvelgar.
Racevelgar.
Racevelgar. There we go. Thank you for saying it for me. Racevelgar. Okay. Thou speakest the name of a creature that but awaiteth the release of oblivion. Leave me.
By the 12th. My ears hear the tongue of dragons, yet the meaning rings clear within my mind. How can that be?
The butt wings? Yeah, the butt wings.
Racefelger, do you not remember me? 'Twas I whom you found in Dravania. I who glimpsed